Hey guys, welcome to reading. Today we're going to do a little reading on science, and you can see from the top it says as time flies by. Okay. You know what, you guys, hold on one sec. I remember we've already read this one, so I apologize. Let me get another one up here. We read this one probably about a week ago, so bear with me here. I apologize. Okay, we're going to do social studies, which is fine. So this is a monument of peace. Okay. In December 1864, the Civil War was nearly over. The armies of the Union had conquered most of the South, but the fighting was not finished. Hoping to reverse the war's course, the Confederate general John Bell Hood marched his army towards Nashville, the capital of Tennessee. Nashville had been under Union control since 1862. Capturing it, Hood hoped, could save the Confederacy. It was freezing cold when the battle started on December 15th. The Confederate troops were outnumbered. They fought in ragged uniforms, sometimes without shoes. Against a superior Union army, they had no hope. On December 16th, Hood was defeated and the war was over. The Union won the Civil War 4 months later. Although the Southern states returned to the Union, the country remained divided. 50 years later, most of the war's veterans were dead. Around the country, towns and cities had begun building monuments in their memory. In the North, monuments were built to honor the Union. In the South, monuments out of the Confederacy. Even though the states were united again, no one built a monument to both sides. In 1914, Mrs. James E. Caldwell and her group, the Lady Battlefield Association, began raising money to build a monument for those who died in the battle of Nashville. They hired Italian sculptor Giuseppe Moretti to design a statue. They raised money by hosting balls and asking local business for donations. By 1927, they had enough and the monument was completed. Moretti's statue showed a young man standing between two horses. Behind it, a tall white obelisk was built with an angle at the top. No guns, no swords, no trappings of war marred the peace-like beauty. Miss Caldwell said it was not a war monument, but a peace monument. The structure was special because it honored all those who died in the war, no matter which side they fought for. But less than a decade after World War I, it was also dedicated to American soldiers of that conflict. In 1974, a tornado knocked the 40-foot-tall obelisk to the ground, where it shattered to pieces along with its angle at the top. Moretti's sculpture was damaged, but it was repaired. The city did not have the money, however, to build a new column. A few years later, an interstate was built beside the monument, blocking it from view and making it hard for anyone to get to. For 2 decades, the monument was alone, out of sight, nearly forgotten by the public. In 1992, the Tennessee Historical Commission chose a new location for the monument, inside a small park near the original battlefield. Again, the fundraising was necessary to move the statue and construct a new obelisk. The statue cost $30,000 in 1927. To move it and restore it would cost much more, some estimated about $500,000. But after 7 years of work, the money was collected and the statue was rededicated, and with a brand new obelisk to go with it. Finally, Mrs. Caldwell's monument was whole again, and the message of peace could be seen once more. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the questions. Which Civil War battle was fought between the 15th and the 16th of December 1864? That was the Battle of Nashville. Okay. How does the author describe the Confederate troops led by General John Bell Hood? Lacking in discipline, courageous and undefeated, poorly equipped and outnumbered, or well prepared? That was poorly equipped and outnumbered. Remember, a lot of them didn't even have shoes. It was the middle of winter, so you can imagine how that would go. So it'd be C. They were poorly equipped, and the Union had more soldiers. So it says the United States remained divided 50 years after the Civil War. What evidence from the text supports this conclusion? 50 years later, most of the war veterans were dead. That's true, but it's not going to tell you they were divided. Around the country, towns has been given monuments to their memory. Maybe in 1914, Mrs. James E. Caldwell and her group, the Lady Battlefield Association, began raising money to build a monument of those who died in the Battle of Nashville. No, it's going to be D. So in the North, they're only building monuments to honor the Union soldiers. In the South, they're only building monuments on the Confederacy. So even though the war was over 50 years, people were still on their sides. And in the North, they only built, like I said, statues and monuments to honor the Northern soldiers or the Union. In the South, it was the same thing. They're only honoring the Confederacy soldiers. Okay. So number 4. What made Caldwell's monument not a war monument, but a peace monument? It was not built to honor a particular war battle. It did not depict any weapons or war paraphernalia. It had an angel on top of the obelisk. It had 2 horses. So this one, you guys, B would probably be the best one because there's no weapons or war paraphernalia. But if you pick C, that wouldn't be bad because an angel usually represents peace. Okay, so B or C would be fine. Okay, what is the passage mostly about? Most of it's about the construction and restoration of a monument in Tennessee. It was that peace monument. It's mostly about that. Okay, number 6. Read the following sentence. The Confederate troops were outnumbered. They fought in ragged uniforms, sometimes without shoes, against a superior Union army. They had no hope. What does superior mean? Better, condescending, older, or poor. So superior means better. So it's going to be A. 7. Choose the answer that best completes the sentence below. Blank, 2 decades spent out of sight by an interstate. In 1992, the monument found a new home in a small park near the site of the original battle. So is it thus, after, including, or above all? It's going to be after. After 2 decades spent out of sight by an interstate, the monument found a new home in a small park near the original battlefield. So after, B would be the best answer. Okay, what made Miss Caldwell's monument different from previous Civil War monuments? We talked about it. It basically didn't really show any weapons, any paraphernalia. It was a peace monument, had an angel on top. It's really different. See, a lot of the monuments you'll see like a general with like a sword, his uniform on, signifying whether it's a Confederate or a Union army. This really didn't have anything basically to do with really any side. There weren't any weapons. Why is Mrs. Caldwell's monument able to memorize all the Civil War and World War I? Well, it's a peace monument, okay, and it's basically honoring people that fought in wars. It's not honoring a specific north, south, east, west. It's honoring basically soldiers that fought in wars. Okay. And how does the monument convey a message of peace? I think you could put anything we talked about at the angel on top. It wasn't showing weapons. It was just showing basically honoring people that fought in the war. And the angel, I think, on the top would really be the best indication. All right, you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Casey, I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, Monday's a holiday, so we're closed, so there won't be any classes on Monday. We'll pick them back. Well, Casey will be here tomorrow, and then there'll be live classes again on Tuesday. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.